Sabre ye name the banter between the GoldBod and the minority. Ye GoldBod the minority sin chenya. The representative for GoldBod Sammy Gyamfi, the representative for minority Honorable Afenyo-Markin. Now, I banter GoldBod aboka GoldBod de more ka mashisika yenshisika and a betoja say ensemble chagu say Afenyo-Markin extortionist. But then the angle where asem way free ban we tremu dia na Sammy Gyamfi edi kind of betoja say Afenyo-Markin extortionist wa boy some of the organizations like GoldBod, Bank of Ghana, any idea there kwake kansemia so person odi omu nsemu sika ekosi ibesi. Na Afenyo di kind ka say asem no we jama nyame sometimes uni ebinumu enya issues en won say oba bonten be kasa bebre enti asem ni nka wagya mayame ye nim ye si ye enre sebe enre sima bi mu no na table no adane ama me no ka say Afenyo-Markin was SUES Sammy Gyamfi Multimedia Group na afe abrantie ba ko a ye duedue mu a ye friend Eric Adjei no abrantie no woni Sammy Gyamfi wo mu te se ba final form wo mu ye close pals a wo mu si mu nyenne they are very very tight and afe so Peace FM and this time me no ka say there Afenyo-Markin asem wo ka senka wagya mu no wo SUES Sammy Gyamfi a wo sha asem na se any media houses a wo mu ka bie ene obakofo no su ka bie no wo SUES wo mu enyina now wohwemu a na chese wonpe ne ho asem nti no mrahye bedwafie ena wo de nsem enyina ekoto ho just as you can see on the screen so say minority leader Afenyo-Markin sues Sammy Gyamfi Multimedia Group Ltd, one Eric Adjei and Peace FM in two separate suits over extortion allegations into wakosu omo a wochem senya de a wode omo ho ebeche omo ewo fia omo agu ne ho fi se we extortion e ka so be extortionist a Afenyo-Markin spend the league and the lawsuit ebeto omo intention no omo ya te ase se wono no oye national and international figure obi a wa serve as a third deputy ewo eye ECOWAS de yentimi engu n'anim asesa na omo enko scot free enti wama eye mrahye bedwafo ewo mrahye bedwafie any speaker Alban so man backbone enyina ya we ewo mrahye bedwafie on the floors of parliament say he's taking a legal action against Sammy Gyamfi Multimedia Eric Adjei and Peace FM yenko tie said them wode ensem no etudwa ewo mrahye bedwafie ye ba ibeto aso.
Speaker, in the face of the allegations of extortion leveled against me, I have chosen to take high moral ground by submitting myself to the processes of the law. I have accordingly caused writs to be filed in suit number GT 1029/2026, entitled Leader Alexander Afenyo-Markin versus Samuel Gyamfi and Multimedia Group Ltd at the Accra High Court, and suit number GR/AC/CC/C5/02/2026 entitled Leader Alexander Afenyo-Markin versus Eric Adjei and Peace FM at the Chimota Circuit Court. I have every confidence that in the fullness of time, the court will make the appropriate determination on these matters. Mr. Speaker, I also await with bated breath that the man or the men who made the allegation will have the courage to report the matter to the police or the OSP or any investigating agency in this country. And I expect that if they muster the courage to report that I have extorted from them and I am invited, I shall submit myself to every investigation so that eventually my name is cleared. Mr. Speaker, there is a limit to political discourse. There are lines that must not be crossed, and these red lines, once crossed, they must be dealt with. Mr. Speaker, I can modestly and humbly say that I have served in this position with integrity. I came into this office a man of hard work with determination, and I have achieved for myself what I have to do for myself, my family, and my constituents. Mr. Speaker, I work with clear conscience and with fidelity to the responsibilities entrusted to me. I say so without more.
Wode ato edwa ewo mrase bedwafie na wo twemu a ne lawsuit no ewo mu mienu baako Multimedia ene Sammy Gyamfi a eno ekọ Accra High Court ena afi Eric Adjei ene Peace FM eno ekọ Achimota Circuit Court because wo pese wo man yenya ye ho ntiase se woni suma wasom ewo Ghana both as a majority leader minority leader no what the dignity obuo kwanso ahobrase ni monyam kwanso eno de asom a efi ne nkikawa bia eni ne din ho enti no se eba no amanyosem kra na sebe there is a limit. But this time around, no, Afenyo-Markin spesi nya ye wonti asese Sammy Gyamfi ene wo mo keka ho no wo mo across the limit no ene wo se emra no etimi ene wo mo edi no se dia etie na ne nam so ama the majority leader in parliament assistance now eyeyera Mahama Ayariga enso aba be kasa se emra de emra enti se wo ye fani say mrahye bedwani na wo mrahye bedwafie ana se wo ye amanyoni ana we obi a we politics into details na you say because we amanyoni na party was one na say we friend say MP enti no obro mra ne so de bi enti se mra ne chewra na achew na bi say Mahama Ayariga say ma wo kan is he referring to Sammy Gyamfi and he's referring to Afenyo-Markin about the extortionist claimer ye de ato ne so na say na Mahama Ayariga den sem no eto montin so.
I want to also say in response to my colleague, the minority leader, that I believe that this is a country where there is full assurance of freedom of speech, both in the chamber and outside the chamber. And I don't believe that there's any political targeting of anybody freely expressing themselves either in this chamber or outside this chamber. At the same time, I also don't believe that anybody should try to use this chamber or any platform to intimidate the law enforcement agencies when they are cracking down on criminal conduct. Be they conduct of politicians, of ordinary armed robbers, of any other citizen. Crime is crime. We believe that we pass laws in this house so that they will be enforced outside there. When the law enforcement agencies are enforcing those laws, we should not come and stand in this chamber and bastardize them and try to intimidate them and try to give their conduct political coloration. It does not help. I have repeatedly said in this chamber that we should not consider ourselves as politicians as being in a special class that can commit crimes and get away with it. When those who steal goats and fowls and guinea fowls are sent to jail because they stole goats and fowls and guinea fowls. When those who steal rams to perform the outdooring of their children are sent to jail. When we steal millions of Ghana cedis as politicians, we think that we belong to a special class, and when law enforcement agencies come after us, we will protest. I believe that this country cannot progress with an attitude like that. And so I don't believe that it is fair when the law enforcement agencies are doing their work for us to come to this chamber and try to bastardize those law enforcement agencies. Mr. Speaker.
No, Mahama Ayariga na wakasa the majority leader in parliament. Ochiremu dia ebiruma kwajeje mponchini ade ajajefuo bia nkwajeje mponchini ade imune ye chewo mo kra na mo prosecute no na mo amonsate mashebedwafie the lawmakers enyina enim se mashebedwafo wo mo no mo yemra no edemaye na akomampani wonu ode nensa ahase na abeyemra enti mo amoye ma monye mo adwen se mo yese yemfa nkodi eye temamufo no na wonya otididi di mu anase wo no emra ne ntimi nchichire emra no etimi chichire obi a echichire pani chichire abofra chichire amanyoni chichire so everybody is not beneath or above the law entino wo mo enter cautiously as mrashe bedwafo a wo mo ewo mrashe bedwafie na no nanam so ama the speaker of parliament Alban Backbin na no ada wo mo kasa ede afa the GoldBod eka wo mo abone ho a ebi kire minority for nature so one person wo mo frɛ GoldBod CEO and the team no mo ba mrashe bedwafie e betoto o ma no be meeting committee no mo be account for the losses are IMF for publishing mo report emu no mo hu ne say majority ne person wo mo ebogu but it looks like say no things are aligning in favor of the minority because Alban Backbin the speaker of parliament dia na admitted the motion the minority no pushes with this whole GoldBod and sensem and no sa no it will bring justification e betimi ehun asem ni mu no kre say minority na eka no kre say GoldBod na eka no kre no say itimi admit Emma GoldBod CEO ni na powerful ba etutu omo meeting committee omo the necessary document attached to everything eba na ihu asem no baby a ebekwa akosi. It looks like this time around no majority is not really getting what they want allegedly say na minority kaso one person omo push motion no eto baby no speaker chire mu a obetimi or consider pass some motion no ebeba so say eno de tuja.
We have heard notice being given by the minority leader on behalf of the minority caucus as to the agenda they intend as a caucus to pursue. That definitely has gone beyond the remit of welcome remarks. We have also heard the response from the majority leader, which has gone far also beyond welcome remarks. And so I can only say a few words on one thing mentioned by the minority leader, which has to do with the motion they have filed, which was received in my office on the 21st of August, 2026, just 3 days ago. 3 days ago that it got to my office. I have gone through the motion myself, and I intend to admit the motion because we have to at least have an end to litigation. As to whether it's a loss or it's a cost, this House will have the opportunity to go through it. And please, Ghanaians are very intelligent people. They will listen, they will read in between the lines, and they will make their decisions. But it's not proper for us to try to cover up anything. We are now part of the Open Governance Partnership, and we have opened our parliament beyond any other parliament in Africa. And so this is one of the things that, from listening to both sides, not only in the House, even outside the House, both sides are willing to engage and to explain themselves. And I don't think that the Speaker will be the one that will stand on the way of the country.
That is Alban Backbin, the Speaker of Parliament, and our chairman said there will be a need. Say one more ebema motion abemu na NPP for minority for do more air pen to the more air pay a free the GoldBod no krata na no nya no will consider the motion no ebetimi ahode ede ama wo mu nyina na afi asem ni mu no kre no wo mu etimi enya. Now other issues